I'm about to start playing with the Broncos, bruh. Okay. The Broncos are the Vikings. Huh?
You want a friendly? I don't know if you friendly, man. You want to play that right quick?
How much?
Man, you ain't. What you want to play for?
Yeah, we could do that.
How about that? Triple M 50.
Who we playing with? Oh, I see. Left edge. Yeah. You gotta be on the left edge. What's this? Who he playing with?
Who you playing with?
Yeah.
I ain't even called him back.
He just
Hold
sent
on.
me a request. You had to talk to him.
Hold on, let me see something. I don't know, so we put out there. He has some friend out there. Who you got out there?
Man, that seemed like that's Trey. That's Trey. Ain't no way.
That was straight.
That must be Trey, bro, because Trey played with San Fran.
Must be straight.
Because Trey played me with San Fran,
Hold
too.
on, man. Let me get him on here, bro. Man, that boy playing with San Fran. What the fuck about?
How much? You ain't even say how much or nothing, bro.
Hold on. You said 50. Hold on.
All right, sit back. Come on,
Oh,
then.
oh. Say. Yeah. Who you playing with? Playing with Philly. You playing with Philly? Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
All right.
I'm getting Green Bay.
When your boy gonna be ready, man?
I have no idea. I don't know what he's doing. I'm about to tell him I'm playing today, though, so maybe that'll make him come on.
I'm telling you, man, this ain't nothing but some rag, boy. Y'all so stupid. We ain't even own you. We trying to get dude money.
Hey, make sure he know I'm doing my depth chart, though.
You know the rules.
No, I'm saying that I gotta do my depth chart, too, though. I ain't do my depth chart. So tell him don't be pressing pie. You know,
He
he be...
ain't answer the phone, man.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers.
You said what? This for 50, though? Alright, let's go. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I'm about to get... I'm on. Yeah, I scream. Make sure you know I'm doing my depth chart, though, man. He be pressing pause out.
From Santa Clara. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Lance. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 59 yards. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready?
Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Blue. Black ultra.
To throw, it's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Check.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Lance being chased out left. There's a nice move. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And now some motion up front. That may back this try up a bit. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on, back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. We've played 3 quarters. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ready? Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
McCaffrey on the counter. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners will add to their 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
What's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers and able to find Alan Lazard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Second and 5.
Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 27 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. Back to throw, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Lance back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Lance looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go.
Here's Lance. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this one is incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And some space here. Touchdown! As the fan takes it back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy, but the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
We'll see what Lance can do in OT.
And that is incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.